Welcome back, humans. What if I told you there's a place in the universe so empty, so absurdly void of everything, that even space itself seems to be avoiding it? A region where galaxies are missing, stars don't shine, and silence isn't just golden. It's cosmic. Say hello to the Boötes Void, a name that sounds fancy and polite. But make no mistake, this thing is straight up terrifying. It's not just empty. It's one of the largest known voids in the entire universe. Let's dive into the abyss, shall we? The basics. Okay, so space, as in the night sky, the thing you see when you look up, is filled with stars, galaxies, planets, black holes, and other cosmic confetti. But it's not uniform. It's not a big, even cloud of stars. It's clumpy, like cosmic oatmeal. Galaxies tend to gather in clusters and superclusters, forming filaments and webs, kind of like a 3D spider web stretched across the universe. In between these web strands, you get voids, empty zones, gaps, cosmic dead space. Now, these voids are normal. They're part of the cosmic structure. But the Boötes Void, this one isn't just a gap. It's a giant cosmic no-show, a ghost town the size of a country. Actually, scratch that, the size of hundreds of thousands of galaxies. How big are we talking? The Boötes Void is about 330 million light-years across. Let that number punch you in the face for a second. If you were traveling at the speed of light, which is, the fastest possible speed in the universe, it would still take you 330 million years to get from one side to the other. That's older than dinosaurs. That's older than Earth's continents. That's almost as old as your Wi-Fi router feels when it stops working. In volume, it's estimated to be about 236,000 megaparsecs cubed. Translation: it's so big that, if the Milky Way was a tennis ball, the Boötes Void would be a football stadium that's been abandoned on another planet, and then multiplied by 100. It's hard to even find words for how big this thing is. So let's go with this. If the universe was a city, the Boötes Void would be that one creepy alley no one walks down. Except it's not an alley. It's half the city. So, what's in it? Here's the thing, not much. In fact, almost nothing. Scientists estimate there are maybe 60 galaxies inside the Boötes Void. Compare that to other areas of the same size. We should be seeing thousands upon thousands of galaxies. 60 galaxies in that space is like walking into a packed concert and only seeing 6 people in the crowd. And they're all sitting down, drinking water, not even vibing. It's eerie, it's quiet, it's empty, and we have no idea why. How did we find this void? The Boötes Void was discovered in 1981 by a team of astronomers led by Robert Kirshner. They were mapping galaxy distributions using a technique called redshift surveys, basically looking at how galaxies' light is stretched as they move away from us. Expanding universe. They noticed something weird, a massive chunk of the sky with nothing in it, not just a gap, but an unusually vast, circular zone that lacked the usual cosmic traffic. It was like scanning Google Maps and finding a part of Earth with no cities, no roads, no trees, just dirt and awkward silence. It was so surprising, scientists weren't even sure it was real at first. They thought maybe it was a mistake, an error, a glitch in the cosmic matrix, but nope, it's real, and it's weird. The big question, why is it so empty? Here's where things get interesting, and a little spooky. We don't actually know why the Boötes Void is so empty. There are a few theories, though. Theory 1. Cosmic evolution. This one says the Boötes Void is just a natural part of the universe's evolution. Galaxies form in regions where matter clumps together. And maybe this area just didn't have enough matter to begin with, like a desert that never had water. So no trees grew, no life, no cities, just sand and tumbleweeds. So, maybe the Boötes Void is just a naturally starved region of space. Theory 2. Void merging. This is the idea that smaller voids, the normal kind, merge together over time, creating one supervoid. Imagine 5 small ghost towns all gradually connecting into one massive dead zone. The cosmic version of urban sprawl in reverse. This would explain its shape and size. It also makes it feel a little less spooky, but only a little. Theory 3. Something strange happened. Here's where the fun begins. Some scientists, and many sci-fi fans, have asked, what if the Boötes Void is the result of something unnatural? Like what? Well, maybe a region where dark energy acts differently, as cleared out by a massive event early in the universe. A footprint of some ancient cosmic catastrophe, or the one everyone wants to hear, a signature of an advanced civilization. Yeah, we're talking aliens. Let's be clear, there's no evidence for that, but it's fun to imagine. Because when something this big is this empty, your brain kind of goes, okay, but what really happened here? Why does it matter? You might be thinking, cool space hole, why should I care? Well, here is why the Boötes Void matters, bro. It tells us something about the structure of the universe. If the cosmos is like a sponge, filled with clusters and holes, then mapping out those holes helps us understand how matter moves, how galaxies form, and how gravity shapes the universe over time. And more than that, it shows us how much we don't know. Because even with all our telescopes, satellites, and simulations, we still look at something like the Boötes Void and go, huh, that's science at its most honest. Bonus thought, what if you were inside it? Let's say, just for fun, you were inside the Boötes Void. What would you see? Probably almost nothing. The night sky would look bizarrely dark. You'd still see some galaxies, especially if you're near one of the 60 lonely ones that live in there, but overall, you'd feel incredibly alone. No dense star fields, no Milky Way-like views, just a few cosmic dots, and a lot of nothing. It would be the loneliest place in the observable universe. Beautiful, yes. Existentially horrifying. Also, yes. Final thoughts. The Boötes Void is a reminder that space isn't just full of stuff. It's also full of not stuff. And sometimes, the most fascinating parts of the universe are the ones where nothing is happening. It's a black spot on the universe's map, a reminder that even the cosmos has its quiet places, the dark alleyways between the galaxies. So if you ever feel small, or lost, or like you're floating through nothing, just remember, there's a part of the universe that knows exactly how you feel. It's been sitting there, in the silence, for over 13 billion years, and it's called the Boötes Void. Thanks for drifting through the darkness with us. This is Voidcast, where nothing is ever just nothing. Like, follow, and stay curious, humans.